The assessment landscape is changing. Testing is taking up more class time, and requirements have become more complex. States need critical information about how well students are learning in a simpler, more streamlined way. At ETS, we're developing ways to address this need faster and more comprehensively, with an eye on the future of assessment, so we can keep meeting state and district assessment requirements with valid and reliable tools. Introducing the Winsight Assessments, a new assessment system from ETS for grades 3 to 8 and high school. Now, you can get immediate and essential insights that enable better teaching and learning in the classroom. With 3 levels of integrated assessment types, the Winsight Assessments provide an understanding of where students are and where they need to be, and enable educational decision makers to create a pathway to get them there. Winsight Assessments provide actionable information about students that educators can use to guide their instructional strategies and make a real and positive impact on student outcomes. At ETS, we're passionate about our mission to advance quality and equity in education for people around the world, because we believe in measuring the power of learning. That means you can rely on the Winsight Assessments as a series of fair, valid, and accurate measures of student learning, backed by robust ETS research and input from educators and thought leaders. What makes the Winsight Assessments the right choice for your state? Because they were designed as an integrated system, they provide coherent views of student learning. You'll get deeper information that makes learning more transparent. The assessments align with your state standards. The series is configurable and easy to use to meet your needs, and you can reduce summative testing times and costs compared to many other assessments. The Winsight Assessments offer formative and interim assessment components that provide early indications of a student's current level of learning that can be used to tailor lesson plans and projects in a flexible digital format that is easy and fast to use in the classroom, freeing teachers to do what they do best: teach. In addition, the Winsight summative assessments measure how well students have mastered state standards. The Winsight Assessments have been developed from the ground up as a comprehensive, interconnected system of summative, interim, and formative assessment components that are aligned to state standards. Their flexible structure enables you to use interim and formative assessment components in a way that makes most sense for your state and districts. The Winsight Assessments make it easy for educators to engage students in their own learning. And with real-time information about classroom learning, teachers can make faster, better instructional decisions. The Winsight Assessments are built on ETS learning progressions that align with student skill sets and levels of understanding, helping teachers create intuitive targets for instruction and assessment. So students and teachers have a clear understanding of skills they have mastered and those they need to make progress on. Winsight summative assessments measure students' mastery of state standards faster than non-adaptive tests. They can be administered in less than 3 hours at the end of the school year, so students and teachers won't lose too much classroom time. Winsight summative assessments use multi-stage adaptive testing methods. Unlike item adaptive tests, multi-stage tests allow test takers to skip items and go back within a test section. That yields more precise ability estimates with fewer items, while still ensuring grade-level content coverage. Results from the summative assessments can help inform decisions about resource allocation, curriculum, professional development, and state policy. The 2 types of Winsight interim assessments help keep teachers in tune with student learning throughout the year. Benchmark assessments can be given periodically throughout the school year. At the beginning of the year, teachers can get an early read on the skill range of their new group of students. Mid-year, the benchmark assessments provide a sense of how students will perform on the summative assessments. And an end-of-year assessment can inform summer learning plans or provide a pre-post assessment for the school year to inform curriculum decisions. Students can complete them in just 40 to 50 minutes, minimizing disruption of classroom activities and preserving valuable class time. They also help students become familiar with the types of questions they will see on summative tests, reducing the need for additional test preparation. And with innovative artificial intelligence scoring from ETS, you'll get accurate results faster. Testlets specifically target key learning progressions at each grade level and measure student understanding of an educational unit, so teachers can identify gaps in student understanding throughout the year. The formative assessment tools provide a roadmap through the ETS learning progressions and state standards. ETS learning progressions help teachers organize learning based on how students advance and create intuitive targets for instruction and assessment. Together with our Winsight assessment partners, ETS is developing these formative assessment tools to help both students and teachers. Right in the classroom, teachers can use and customize relevant class tasks that provide meaningful, real-time feedback to guide subsequent instructional steps that helps students gain insight into their own learning and helps teachers customize lessons for individual students and groups of students, pinpointing where they need the most help. The Winsight assessments provide powerful insights about how well students are learning, helping meet your state's educational goals. This integrated, configurable system makes summative testing shorter, more cost-effective, and easier to administer and use. It's a fair and valid measure of what's really happening in the classroom. And it's an assessment system that will evolve to meet future needs. To find out more about how the Winsight assessments can help make an impact on teaching and learning in your state, please speak with your ETS representative.